Watching his beloved wife get shot dead right before his eyes, the husband's mind instantly conjured 100 ways to make the killer pay, but nothing could have prepared him for what came next. The gunman turned the barrel straight at his spine. With a sickening crack of gunfire, Gray and his wife both collapsed in pools of blood. What the fleeing killer didn't know, not only did Gray somehow absorb that shot, but sheer force of will, and a burning desire for revenge, kept him alive long enough for the ambulance to arrive. His wife wasn't so lucky. Shot in the chest, she died right there on the scene. The blow was unbearable. Gray could no longer keep the rage bottled up inside. He was going to make every last one of those killers pay. But what followed was nothing short of maddening. After 3 full months of investigation, the police had nothing to show for it. All 4 gunmen were still out there, completely in the wind. Gray couldn't accept it, and to make things worse, the moment that bullet shattered his cervical spine, he lost all feeling below the neck. He would spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair, unable to care for himself, completely broken. Gray returned home and called for his robotic arm to inject a lethal dose of sedatives into his veins. Why should his beloved wife rest in the ground while a twisted murderer walked free? It was only as he hovered on the edge of death that Gray began to suspect the police might actually be shielding the killers. But at that most critical moment, his AI home system made a decisive call.
Another dosage could be fatal. I will contact an ambulance to transport you to a hospital.
As if fate wasn't done with him yet, Gray was pulled back from the brink once again. Just as Gray was drowning in despair over his broken body, the CEO of a tech company came forward with an extraordinary offer. He had a chip, one that could not only restore full mobility to Gray's paralyzed body, but also grant him abilities that defied imagination. Faced with the only real shot he had at avenging his wife, Gray didn't hesitate for a second. Just 10 minutes after the surgery, Gray came out of anesthesia, and felt it immediately. Fingers that had gone completely numb were suddenly alive with sensation, and after just 5 minutes of rest, he was striding powerfully on a treadmill running at full speed. Gray signed the NDA that Aaron slid across the table, then headed home, keeping up the act of being paralyzed. That evening, as he poured himself a glass of red wine and tried to unwind.
May I point something out?
Hello?
Yes?
Okay, who's saying that?
I am STEM, the system operating your body for you. Don't be afraid.
You fucking kidding me?
It was the AI, transmitting sound directly through his eardrums, meaning Gray now had something like Tony Stark's JARVIS living inside him. But STEM's sudden appearance wasn't random. The artificial intelligence had been analyzing the security footage from the night of his wife's murder, and detected a detail completely invisible to the human eye. Following STEM's lead, Gray zoomed in on the footage.
I don't see it.
I do. I've rebuilt the image.
With Gray's permission, STEM took control of his arm, picked up a pen, and Gray's hand moved like a printer, rapidly and precisely reproducing a numbered tattoo design. It was a Marine Corps identification number. Through a web of interconnected systems, Gray quickly pulled up the killer's name, blood type, and home address. This also means that an unimaginable bloodbath will sweep through the entire city.